I have another fun recipe for you today in my series of entertaining and holiday gift giving. This one is from Not Your Mama's Canning Book, so it also goes in that series. This is a new to me canning book. It's been out a couple of years, and I love that it has such different recipes in it, things I just haven't seen anywhere. Today we're going to do a spicy cranberry chutney. Now, I have seen several cranberry chutney recipes at other places, but this one just really speaks to me. So this is the one we're going to do today, and I'm going to use it in a couple of different ways. I'm going to put it on top of some goat cheese on our charcuterie board for a holiday party, and I'm also going to give it as gifts, party favors, actually for all of our friends who come to the party. So welcome. This is Grow and Preserve. I'm glad you're here today. Let's get started. All right, I have some of this measured out for you already. All we do is put everything in the pot, and then we cook it up. So I have 12 ounces of cranberries. I've washed these. Oops, I was going to say I picked through them, but there's one that I don't want in there. So 12 ounces of cranberries. And we need, let's see, I have 1 cup of finely diced yellow or white onion, and I have 2 jalapeno peppers that have been seeded and finely chopped. I have a tablespoon of freshly grated ginger, which in my opinion is one of the best things about chutneys. Love that. 1½ cinnamon sticks. So this is Ceylon cinnamon sticks, but you can use cassie if that's what you have. Let's see, 1/2 cup of orange juice. Let's get the raisins in. We need 1 cup of golden raisins. And I just find these at Trader Joe's. Sometimes they have them at Sprouts, sometimes not, but they're kind of difficult to find. If you can't find golden raisins, use regular raisins. It's just not going to make a bit of a difference. All right, so I need 1 cup of these. They're hard to get out of the dish here. Alright, jalapenos that jumped overboard. Those down. Okay, 1 cup of golden raisins. And 1 cup of white wine vinegar. And it smells good. All right, now it calls for 3/4 cup of light brown sugar and 3/4 cup of raw or white sugar. So I'm going to use 1.5 cups of allulose because I tried to do as much as I can without added sugar. But you should feel free to use sugar or whatever you use that's safe for canning. Stevia is another one that I will often use. But I really like the allulose. It has no taste difference to me at all. So I'm going to use 1.5 cups of allulose, but the directions say 3/4 cup of light brown sugar and 3/4 cup of granulated raw or white sugar. And then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of blackstrap molasses so I get that the black sugar taste to it. All right, so this is a 1/2 cup measure. I'm going to do 3 of these. This is allulose. And link it down below. I use it in most of my canning recipes because we don't need any more sugar than we already get from the fruit. We, personally, you may do whatever you like. Okay, 1.5 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of allulose, a little bit of molasses. Not too much, just enough to give it that half light brown sugar. Okay, see this craziness in the pan here? All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to take this and you over to the stovetop, and we're going to get it boiling, and then we're going to let it boil for 15 minutes until most of the cranberries have popped, and then we'll get it ready for the jars. All right, I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and then drop it to low and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. And of course, we'll remove the cinnamon sticks before we can it up. Oh, it's just beautiful with all the colors. All right, let that come to a boil. And when it has been going for 15 minutes, we'll come back and talk about the consistency. Okay, this has been simmering, a low boil for 15 minutes. Oh, I need to fish those cinnamon sticks out of there. But the color is fantastic, the smell is wonderful, and I tasted some and it's divine. Let me get these cinnamon sticks out of here. Look at that color. Gorgeous. All right, let's go over and get these jarred up. I'll show you, I'm using my Presto Prestige electric pressure canner as a water bath canner. Used it 2 or 3 times as a water bath canner so far, and I absolutely love it. I've got several pressure canning recipes coming up, so I'm going to put it through the paces there too, and then I'll let you know what I think of it. All right, I'm going to move you over, and we're going to get jarring it up. All right, the recipe says it does 4 to 5 half-pint jars, so I'm going to be optimistic, and I have 5 jars here. They're heated up from the canner. Oh, this is going to be messy. Let me get my... Let's get this. So as I said, I'm going to put this over some goat cheese for the party, but cream cheese would also be delicious. A little bit sweet, a little bit spicy, quite tangy. We want 1/2 inch headspace, so I probably overshot it on that one. So I'll come back and fix that. I'm definitely not going to get 5. I may not get 4 out of this. All right, overshot a little bit here. I am not going to get another 1/2 pint out of this, so I'm going to get a 1/4 pint jar. 1/2 inch headspace. So let's get a little bit more of this out. All right, let me get a 1/4 pint. It's not hot, but I think we'll be all right. So it drives me nuts when recipes do this. It doesn't make exactly the amount they say it's going to make, or even a little bit over, I'd be fine with. But this is under. I'm going to debubble this and maybe we'll get a little bit more in. It's actually looking a little full. Put a bubble there. All right, I'm going to take a smidge out of this one. All right, let's wipe these down. Some vinegar, they're going to be very sticky. All right, always be careful to wipe things down so you can get a good seal. You see, I couldn't see any on the lid, on the rim of this jar, but there was some. Very hot. The other thing you want to do is feel for any imperfections in the rim. So there could be a little crack that you wouldn't see, but you probably feel it with the paper towel as you go around here. All right, everything looks good. I'll take just a little bit more out of this one. Don't want anything to not seal for me. All right, let's get some lids and rings on. I'm using the 4 jars canning lids. I know you've seen me use these before. I ordered my first set of 100 each, regular and wide mouth. Gosh, I think it was back in fall of 2021, because I'd had so many problems with the ball lids, you know, not only getting them, but when you got them in 2020, they just, I don't know, they didn't seem to be the same. They didn't seal quite as well. So I thought I'd try the 4 jars. I did, and I love them. So I've just gotten, I don't know, maybe a month ago, my 3rd order from them. The last 2 orders have been for 300 of each. So I have canned a lot with them over the past, I don't know, 15 months or so. And I love them. I think in all I've done, I think I've only had 1 lid failure in the 4 jars lids. So that to me is absolutely fantastic. All right, so, oh, and I will, they just reached out to me and offered me a discount code, so I will put that for you down below. If you don't get it from me, get it from some YouTuber that you love. You know, they pay us a tiny little commission, but every little bit counts. All right, let's get these in the canner. Let me take you back here and show you. Okay, can you see? This is my, I'm going to take you up just a little bit. Okay, this is my new Presto Precise electric pressure canner. I am using it as a water bath canner right now. I have just gotten it, and I ordered it for myself as kind of an early Christmas gift, birthday gift, whatever. And so we're going to put it through its paces, and then I'll let you know what I think of it. So I'm going to turn this on. It goes for 15 minutes. Okay, so this canner does all the work for me. I don't need to pay attention, really, to anything. It beeps every time it does something different. I already put in the processing time of 15 minutes. So now I have filled the jars, put them in. It's going to heat up. Once it gets to a rolling boil, it's going to beep a couple of times, and then it's going to start the processing. And when it's done with processing, it'll beep a couple times again, and it'll set its own timer for 5 minutes to cool down, and then it'll beep again, and it'll be ready to take them out. So I'll bring you back as soon as they're ready. Let's open it up and see what we have. All right. Oh, you can't see diddly, can you? Hang on. All right, let's bring these out of here. A little hard for you to see. I don't know why the lighting is so bad. It is later in the day, but they look beautiful. There's one sealing already, so that's great. So as I said, my plan is to use these for the Christmas party on top of some goat cheese on a charcuterie board, which I think will be wonderful. It should be really pretty. It's red and green. I think it's beautiful. And then I will also have them available as party favors / Christmas gifts for the friends and neighbors who come to the party. You know, I also think these would be a great teacher gift. So maybe you have little ones still in school, and it would be something fun and different to give the teachers this year. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.